What's up everybody, it's me Blake316 with a new video for you guys. This video is going to be a discussion topic for everybody where not only you can put your input but you can also put your own video response. And the video is going to be about what is your top 5 video games of the year of 2011. Now I'm doing this because 2011 might have been one of the greatest and best gaming years ever. Reason being, there was tons of great games to come out, such as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Battlefield 3, great RPGs from Skyrim to Dark Souls. There was Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. There was Portal 2. There was Saints Row the Third. The list of great games can go on and on forever. And being that there were so many great games, I figured that why not do this video? I mean, everybody might have tons of different choices to pick from. I know I have a pretty good list of my top 5 favorite games of all time. Well, excuse me, of 2011. And I'm curious to know what you guys are. So before I get into my top 5 games of 2011, I just want to make a quick note that a game that would have probably made my top 5 is not going to be in it, and that is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I did not play it yet, therefore it can't be in my top 5. Also, reason why I have not gotten it yet is because somebody offered to get it for me as a gift, and unfortunately it was sold out when they went to go get it. So I pretty much have to wait to pick up my copy. But other than that, no big deal. It's just a game. Now, before I get into my top 5 again, just to let you guys know, my top game of 2010 was Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Nintendo Wii. I absolutely love this game. I'm pretty sure I'm probably the only person that thought this was the best game of 2010. But hey, that's what makes this video good, like a good idea, because you get to see everyone's top choices. Now, to start my top 5, the number 5 game of my top 5 games of 2011 is Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. As you guys know, there was 2 versions of this game released in 2011. There was Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which was released in February, and this was soon to be released in, later to be released in November, I believe. Obviously, I picked a newer version of the game. I absolutely love this game. A lot of people, gave Capcom a lot of hate for releasing this game and the way they released it, releasing 2 versions in a year. Hey, I'm not really a complainer. I'm a huge fan of the series and the versus and the fighting games. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, this is my 5th game because 1, I absolutely love the graphics, the art style of the game. This is an absolutely beautiful game to look at as you play. It's very colorful, and it's like one of those games that you just watch it and you're just kind of like in awe of how good it looks. Also, I love the collaboration of all the different guys from the Marvel series as well as the Capcom series, and I just love fighting games in general. So this was definitely in my top 5, and it is number 5 of my top games of 2011, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now, my 4th game is Gears of War 3. Now, what can I say? Gears of War 3 is an epic game. For starters, the graphics, once again, the art style is amazing. I absolutely love just looking at this game, looking at the scenery and how everything looks. The character details, the face models look awesome. The campaign, if you play 4-player co-op, it is epic. It is tons of fun to play with your friends. Also, while you're playing the campaign, there's tons of small little Easter eggs in the campaign that I find absolutely humorous and fun, and they're funny to laugh at. I love this game. It's an awesome game. I would definitely recommend this game to anybody, especially if you have 4 players and 4 friends to play with on the campaign. It is epic. I love any game that has 4-player co-op, and this game has it, and it's truly one of the best. This is my 4th best game of 2011. Now, my 3rd best game of 2011 might be kind of controversial to some people, and it is Skyrim, Elder Scrolls V. Now, people might be saying, Blake, what are you, nuts? That was the VGA's Game of the Year. How's it only number 3? Well, that's why everyone has their own opinion, and I'm curious to know what your guys' top 5 games are. This is my 3rd. Reason being, I mean, the graphics are really good, but unfortunately the game is very buggy. And I know you guys will say, Blake, you have the 360 version, if you play on the PC version, that's the superior version, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I got what I got. The game it's okay in my opinion, It's I guess it's one of those games that start off pretty slow. You put a couple hours in, get you into it. I personally don't like those type of games. I like a game that has me from the jump of the game, and this is not one of those games. I guess I got to go further into the story. But, I mean, it's a great game. I'm not going to knock it. It is in my top 5. But it is just my number 3 game of 2011. Now, my number 2 game, now this is definitely might get a couple people mad. My number 2 game of 2011 is Dark Souls. Yes, I prefer Dark Souls over Skyrim. I absolutely love this game, Dark Souls. And people must be saying, Blake, are you nuts? That game's ridiculously hard. It's too challenging. You want to rip your hair out after an hour playing the game, not even. But I absolutely love the challenge of Dark Souls. It's one of those games that it's so frustrating and it's so hard that when you do accomplish something and you do progress in the travels, I won't even say story because it doesn't even have a great story, but if you do progress in the game, it makes it that much more worthwhile to keep playing. It makes it that much more worth it. You know, I like a good challenge in the game. That's probably why I like Donkey Kong Country for the Wii. It was a very good challenging game. But Dark Souls, the graphics are not the best. The story, I mean, it really isn't much of a story. The game, the frame rate does drop really bad. But, like I said, I really did enjoy this game. The difficulty level, you'll be screaming at the game. I think I want to throw my controller to the TV. But at the same time, you know, the challenge aspect of it made me like it that much. And this is my number 2 game of 2011. Now, to the last game. People must be wondering, Blake, you picked all those good games. What possibly can be your number 1? Is it Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3? Is it Battlefield 3? Absolutely not. My number 1 and my game of the year for 2011 is Portal 2. I absolutely loved this game. When I picked this game up, I cannot put it down. I love the puzzles. I beat this game not having to use any guide whatsoever. Once again, I love the challenge. I like the fact that it made me think. You know, what's wrong with that? Game forcing you to make you think. But I absolutely love this game. I was kind of disappointed that it was very short. Luckily, I got this game brand new for $39.99 when it first came out. I got it on sale. I feel bad for the people who paid $60 for it because it is a very short game. I wish it was longer. Unfortunately, I was not able to play co-op on this game with anybody. I would love to, though. I did beat the single-player campaign, and this is an overall great game. I would recommend this game if you like puzzles. You're not necessarily killing anything. You're just doing puzzles. But this is definitely my top game of 2011. Portal 2 is my game of the year. I love this game, like I said. But those are my top 5 games of 2011. It's number 1, Portal 2. 2, Dark Souls. 3, Skyrim. 4, Gears of War 3. And my 5th, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now, I'm curious to know what your guys' top 5 games of 2011 is. If you want, you can leave a comment. I would prefer that you leave a video response because I think it's a great way for the gaming community to interact with each other. And I'm also always curious to see who watches my videos, seeing here what they have to say. So if you want, post a video response of what's your top 5 games of 2011. It's me, Blake316. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and add me on Facebook, Blake316. Peace, and I hope everybody had a great gaming year, and hopefully 2012 can only be any better. Peace.